coming in from upstates, and they don't have no problem paying
Yeah,
that amount because
what they
good morning,
how you
sir. So
doing?
good seeing you,
Good
sweetheart.
seeing you all.
Because they pay almost 3 times more for a building for an
Mm-hmm.
apartment building here.
And they're
Well,
okay with that.
I told you when me and Rex went up bad for us when his aunt passed that time, and we went to his sister's place. I was like, you pay all this money for this spot? I mean, everything right there in the room, the kitchen, the kitchen, dining room, all right there, one space.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't no size. I'm like, God,
Well,
no.
you know, when I lived in New York, what my rent was, what, 1,500?
Yeah, but yours was still bigger than theirs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Your
and they
spot was
probably
still
was,
bigger than
and they
theirs.
probably was in a lower section too. But
They was.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, and I mean crammed up in there like sardines. I'm like, this many people live in this one
When
damn
I
building.
before I got my apartment,
I was like, man, I can't live like this.
I was walking to work, and yeah, I would meet different people that would like the doormans and stuff. And he told me, I was like, I would love to live in an apartment, this apartment building. I said, what is the rent running for a studio apartment, not even 500 square feet, was $2,500.
I mean, they know well they pay because what goes on about
Good morning.
the atmosphere. I said I would be paying for just to wake up and see a bunch of cars, and you might see somebody famous every now and then, or people in the street doing crazy and flipping and doing events. I ain't paying that kind of money for that. I want to be comfortable, relax when I go home.
I like the I like the camaraderie. I love living there because there was a lot of different things to do. You know, especially if you knew people and going into the city at different little spots. There's a lot of little hidden gems in Times Square. There's a lot of hidden little gems
I'm
all over
pretty
the
sure
place.
it is.
But if you don't like if you're not in the know, you wouldn't know, you know what I mean? That's what I love and appreciate about it. I'll give me another place and stay up there because I love just going in and coming out. But you know,
I mean,
the
like I
cost
said,
of living is.
like I said, I don't mind going, but I wouldn't want to stay.
Hmm.
I think get to soak up some of the sights and moment, and I'll be like, hey, it's time to go. Me, I like space.
Hmm.
I hate being crammed up. I like space. I don't like tight spots all the time. I really don't like associating with a bunch of people. So when you step back a bunch of air, you after a while, when you start listening to them, you start learning how they are. You be like, damn, you can change from this to this all in a matter of pretty much prayer. You got two, three different personalities.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thought we'd come outside and have breakfast this morning. We could go in there and see if they got my sandwich. That
Oh,
new
you didn't
girl
tell
in.
them you was outside.
Well, normally they'll find me. That new girl in there. I'm pulling my microphone in, okay? Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning this morning. Oh my God. Huh? Oh, okay. When I tell y'all after my stretch last night, thank you for the thumbs up. When I tell you my stretch last night was everything, honey, I slept like a log. And I woke up this morning feeling great. Okay, GT Mustang, I see you. He know his car look good.
That's a 5-0.
Mm, I bet you my insurance would be through the roof.
That got a heavy.
Mm, can y'all hear that? Oh,
That got some power.
that's nice. Honey, I get it. You know I'm gonna outrun somebody. Good morning. Did you have your morning elixir this morning? Hmm. As always, I am grateful for my life, health, and strength to wake up on this side of glory. Yes, wake up on this side of glory. Stop playing. In my right mind. activity of my limbs. Come on, somebody. Where you at this morning? Honey, we are truly, truly blessed with the favor of the Lord. Yes. I've been doing last night. I did a lot of, was been doing a lot of research, and that kept me up a little later than I anticipated last night. We're just doing a lot of research on how to become a better content creator, a better storyteller. And you got to do your homework. This ain't no walk in the park. You know what I mean? It's no walk in the park. Where's Jeffrey? Jeffrey hadn't been on here. If anybody see Jeffrey, tell him, yo, be looking for him. He's the other admin. Let me go back here. Well, I'm typing on my computer just in case y'all can't see it, but so how did you all have you set your daily routine for today? So you all know my daily routine. In the morning when I get up, I stretch. I get my morning stretch in, try to have a little quiet time, a little meditation time. I ain't gonna say really a good meditation because meditation, it takes a minute, you know what I mean? But I have some quiet time, and I come out, and once I get myself together, get the kids up, and guess what? Get my morning elixir. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you a question. I just want to ask this question real quick. What are your thoughts about the trial? What are your thoughts about the trial? Because I'm telling you, I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. My heart goes out, and I'm talking about the Diddy trial. I don't like to talk about um, negative things, but I think I have to. I think I want to speak on that this morning. How this young lady was, hey, sugar putt, with was getting all this abuse from Sean Combs. And a lot of times we see these celebrities and idolize them, and we don't even know their true character. I remember, I was saying this morning, I remember when she finally got the nerve to leave him, and everybody was saying, she left him for her trainer, her personal trainer. She left him with all that money, but people didn't have no idea what that young lady was going through. And just to hear snippets of what she had said on the stand, I wish. You know, when they showed that video, I was saying to myself, Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. I just wish she had something in her hand. That's all I'm going to say. How dare, oh, yeah, thank you. How dare another human being feel like they can take over your youth, abuse you the way that he did her? And then on top of that, his family coming in there like he hadn't done nothing, like everybody's doing him wrong. And then he got the nerve to have a Bible. Well, my question, Sean Combs, was, did you have the Bible when you was doing all this craziness? I, I just feel some type of way. I just had to get that off my chest. And I pray that this young lady be able to make it through these next few days on the stand, because it's my understanding that she's going to get cross-examined today, and she's like fully pregnant. And I just pray that she can make it through this without having a relapse. I'm sure she have her doctors on hand. My heart just goes out to her and all the victims. My heart really does, because at the end of the day, nobody deserves to be. And what if that was your daughter? What if it was mine? I wish she had a brother, somebody that could have. But at the end of the day, she's safe, but she's still going through a whole lot. She says she got $20 million, but $20 million ain't nothing compared to what she had to endure. Um, it brought me to tears. It brought me to tears, Grace. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say this morning on that. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that because you know what? He have children. He have daughters. What if somebody did his daughter like that? He'd be ready to do something crazy. And they sitting up in court unfazed by all the gore of the testimony that Cassie was given. I couldn't be in that courtroom because they been kicked me out. Because my facial expressions, mm-mm. I'm having the same thing I always have in the morning time, a cinnamon raisin bagel with fried egg and cheese. And I got a little cream cheese on the side. How's the weather where you guys are? Because here it's a little nippy out here, right? From the rain. But it's beautiful. I just wanted to be out here and soak all this in. Mm-hmm. Good morning. I hope you have a wonderful day. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go where everybody knows my name. Is my comment section turned on? Because I can't believe nobody's on here saying anything to me this morning. I think it is turned on. Let me see. I don't think my chat is turned on, guys. Hold on. I'm sorry if it's not turned on. Let me figure out what's going on. Because this is not like you guys just to come on and not say anything. Let me see what's going on. Oh, okay. Yes, working. I guess y'all don't want to talk. That's okay. Well, just give me an opportunity to really enjoy every bite. I said what I had to say about that trial. And if y'all want to chime in, please feel free to. Because I know a lot of people feel some type of way. I know Charleston White was like, um, everybody was doing things, was grown and made their own choices by saying, I'm willing, right? You can't be willing. You know what I'm saying. But honey, he putting stuff in people's drinks. Is that being willing? Honey, Rod and woke up and his posterior sore. Hmm. He's going to jail. And I hope they put him under the jail. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm just saying. That's just me and my thoughts. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Now, let me get off the subject. Well, I don't know about y'all, but my breakfast sure is good this morning. Mm-hmm. I have coffee every morning, and one of the coffees that I would love to try, I don't know if you all had this, I'm just talking now, um, is that Rise coffee. RYZE, that Rise coffee, the mushroom coffee. They call this mud water. But I would love to try that to see what that tastes like. They said it'll help your gut go down. I don't know, but that's what they say. But I know one thing, I would love to try it. I had a flat tire yesterday coming back from North Carolina. Good morning, Nick. How are you? Girl, how about that's how my mom called me Ronica. My mother, my dad, and my brothers, they don't say Veronica, they say Ronica. Girl, let me know how it tastes. It looks good. Mm-hmm. I'll say Ronica, 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 or Ronca. My youngest will say Ronca. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Arthur. How are you? Love you back. Love you back. So you guys know I have three grandchildren, right? And let me know your thoughts on this, Nick and Arthur. Just let me know your thoughts. So before I will allow them, let me give you their ages. The ones that stay with me are 10, that's the girl, and my grandson is 9. He's about to turn 9. Um, and I give them autonomy, knowing that before you can play any games on your phone, you have to feed your brain, right? I don't want to be like a dictator because I was like that, like you da 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 da. But I'm giving them like range of free will, learn how to make choices, learn how to make decisions because there are consequences behind every action, right? Okay, boom. So last week before last, they were playing, and I know y'all saw the video with the kids flipping. Well, that was their half brother and his brother. They was playing. So they got on the phone and was playing these games. And I wouldn't say anything. I'm just looking at them. I was like, okay, what time is it? It's 7:30. Okay. How long you been on the phone? We only been on here about an hour, 2 hours. Have you fed your brain? Not yet. So long story short, they stayed on that phone playing the games, and I didn't say nothing. I'm just watching them. But sidebar, because I told them I'm not gonna say anything because I don't say anything doesn't mean I'm not paying attention because you have free will, you know the rules, and I'm not gonna just, you know, ride you like Long John Rose Silver, right? So they decided to stay on the phone longer than they should. So I told them last week, I said, so you all made a decision to stay on the phone and play games. You made a decision not to read. That's what I mean when I say feed your brain. You made that decision. You made that choice. And you made a choice to hang out with your half brother till 11 o'clock at night, 11:30 on the phone. So being that you made that choice and you haven't fed your brain, I need 5 new words each day, 5 new words. And I want you to know the meaning behind each word. And I want you to put it in a sentence, use it in your vocabulary. Now, I said, now, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you when to give it to me, but you know that it's due. And you know, guess what? There's no more talking on the phone. There's no more playing games. There's no more, going out having fun on the weekend. Now, mind you, this weekend, the festival's in the park. Okay. Last weekend, they wanted to go to hang out with the brothers. I didn't get my words. So I said all that to say this. Give me your opinion, your thoughts. Am I being too hard? At the end of the day, let me say this on my defense. At the end of the day, I tell them knowledge is power. You can't learn anything from playing games, yelling, no, bro, no, bro, no, get out, bro, get in the room. I can't stand that. What are you learning from that? But you can't learn anything from that. But if you have it up here, can nobody take it from you? Learn how to count your money. Learn what words mean, because if somebody being condescending to you using words that you're not familiar with, you know that they're being condescending because you're reading. And the more you read, the better at your vocabulary you become. What are y'all thoughts on that? I mean, now they're looking at me like they crazy this morning. I tell them, I said, oh, the weekend coming up. Where my words at? My grandson. Hold on, son. I'm talking to you. I don't need no body language. I asked you a question. Where my words? Oh, no. I said, oh, you don't know. Oh, okay. So you're too smart not to know. All right. So since you don't know, this is what's going to happen. You're not riding that four-wheeler when you get home this afternoon because you always want to play, run and play. Kennedy, what you been doing? I've been playing, but I've been reading some facts. I have seen Kennedy reading. But here's the thing. You're reading, but I don't see no words, and I haven't heard y'all use no different words in your vocabulary. Okay. All right, Nick. Hi, Terry. Good morning. I'm right. Okay. Okay. Because this is what I tell them. Y'all might not like it. Now, I don't have anything to do with anybody else's rules in their household or what they do over there and keep a phone on their hip 24/7. That's them. But in this household, you're not doing that. And I wish you would step and try to read and can't. Duh, duh, I, be, for, e. What is all of that? And you listen, let me tell you something. I told my grandson, I said, son, you got 2 strikes against you already. You're black and you're a male. You got your little Caucasian friends, honey. You got to work 2-3 times harder than them. And I know he's getting ready to be 9. I know that. But, honey, you got to train these kids young. And that's on that. They tell me all the time, Nana, you're so rough. But guess what? I may be rough with y'all age students. Compared to some other kids, now don't get me wrong. I told my grandchildren, if you are a C student, and if that's the best you can do, I'm proud of you. If that's the best you can do. But I know you're not a C student. And I know you can do better than what you're doing. Oftentimes, when kids get caught up in these games and stuff, their mind becomes stagnated. And they can't do nothing else. Hell, I've been to the grocery store and these kids was what, 16, 17, can't even count money back. How embarrassing is that? And then the one I come across was this color. Sugar. But I bet you if they had a phone in front of them talking about a whole bunch of nonsense, and we as grandparents, it's on us to make sure these kids get what they need, whether they like it or not. Y'all see me dancing and having fun or whatever. Good morning. I'm good. Mr. I want to say Williams. Reynolds. Okay, how are you? You look handsome. I love that jacket. Mm-hmm. It's up to us to steer our grandkids. We can't wait for the streets to raise our kids or for them to go to school for the school to, because they're not going to, the school is only going to do but so much. And it's not their job, it's our job, and we can work together. That's just how I feel about that. And my grandkids are not bad kids, by the way. They just get sidetracked so easily. And I'm trying to teach them, stay focused. I know you want to play, but stay focused. You think the Chinese people, you think they let their kids, if their kids are on a computer or something, honey, they learning how to build it. Over in China, they don't have their kids on all these foolish apps. If you look, I told my grandkids, I said, these kids in China, what they're talking about doing is when they want to grow up, they want to be astronauts. They want to be this, that, and the third. What are y'all saying? Everybody want the easy way out. But I ain't that granny. I know when they get older, they're going to be like, my Nana, Lord. Thank you for coming back, Nick. Thank you, honey. I'll be hard on you now and it'll be easy on you later. I was just sharing with them before you left, you called a piece of it that, well, my grandkids, honey, they grounded. Mm-hmm. Because they made a choice. Okay. They made a choice to stay on the phone and play the games longer than they should have. So you didn't feed your brain then and how about, okay, so now I'm stepping in. I gave you the opportunity to make the right decision and the right choices, but this is the consequences behind it. But here's the thing, that's life though. That's life. Once they get grown and out, there's no more, I didn't know. Ignorance is no excuse for ignorance, right? So when they get out here in the real world and they start to do stupid stuff, going along with friends just because, like, I can't be different, you're going to have to pay for the choices that you make. So if you learn now to stand on your own and say, listen, I know, listen, we've been on the game plan and I know it's my turn up, but listen, I got to go feed my brain. I've been on here too long. And the rules is we can only be on here for maybe like an hour or two at the most. So I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. That would be the right thing to do. So that's what I'm teaching them. But right now, since they ain't got it in them, okay, you learn the hard way. Just sit on the sideline and watch everybody else at the festival. Well, we ain't going to no festival. Try to get my words, and I hear you use them in a sentence. I told them, good morning, Joyce. Good morning, beautiful queen. Excuse me. I told them, I want to see you so excited about picking up a book, just like you excited about logging into that game. What is that game called? Roblox. I want to see you so excited to pick up a book. Just as excited as you are when you go to play Roblox. Man, they done made these people so damn rich off of Roblox. Make me tired. Hmm. Joyce, I slept wonderful last night, honey. My stretching, I got my stretching. I slept really good. But again, that's what we have to do. If you're an auntie, if you're a grandmother, a cousin, it's up to us to educate our children, our nieces, our nephews, our grandbabies. I'm not leaving it up to nobody else. Good morning, Blake. Honey, I did. I slept so darn good last night. The alarm went off at 5:30. I just laid there and just started stretching in my bed. I felt so good. Mm-hmm. Oh, girls, I don't know if y'all want to talk about this or not, but Nick, Joyce, Blake, again, I'm going to ask y'all, what do y'all think about the trial? You know, the Diddy trial. What do you think about that? Because let me tell y'all something. Just like I said a few minutes ago, my heart bleeds for Cassie. It really is. She's pregnant. And you know, our body holds trauma. And yes, yes, what? Our body holds trauma. And I pray that she make it through this because whatever she's feeling, the anxiety, whatever she's feeling, you know, she's passed that on to her child. And I'm sure she has doctors and everything on standby. I hope this don't trigger her. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? Oh, you're so pretty, queen. Okay. Thank you. Yes. I'm sure that this has been triggering for her. I'm sure, you know, they have prepped her to say, listen, you know, but we need to keep her and her family up in prayer. Really and truly. I mean, seriously, because reliving that traumatic experience that she experienced, like we don't have a clue on her mental at this point. But my head goes off to her. She's more or less, to me, this is just me saying this. She more or less like, oh, you beat my then, but I got the last say so, and you will not have power over me anymore. So yeah, I'm standing on this stand, pregnant as all get out, but I'm gonna tell everything. They ain't gonna blink twice when I say it. And kudos to her. Mm, 105 years ain't even enough, Blake. Yes, poor girl, her boyfriend, I heard, had to walk outside. It's her husband. It's her husband. They He was literally her personal trainer when she was going through all this stuff. And I don't know how it came about, but do you remember when she first left him? Everybody was talking about Cassie broke up with Diddy. Cassie left him. How could she leave him for a personal trainer? Well, this personal trainer literally saved her life. And can you imagine, like my head goes off to him too, but can you imagine having to be there for someone that has been abused the way that she's been abused? And that's been addicted to opiates and different things and high beauty and helping them on their road to recovery. And like she's relapsed, right? And did you hear how at one point after she's got two daughters and she's pregnant now. I feel like it's gonna be a boy, but did you hear how she tried to commit suicide by running into oncoming traffic? She looked at him. She had like a meltdown and looked at him and was like, "You can take it from here." And he fought her to keep her from running into oncoming traffic. She just like wanted to end her life because she had relapsed like that. And can you imagine how what he's going through to be strong, to be there for her, to be there for the children? Like my head goes off to this man. What a man. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I just pray that after this, that she, on her road to recovery, that she be okay. Like I said, $20 million. Everybody like, oh, she got $20 million. Don't even. She need to take everything he got. And then his kids sitting up in court, they sat there through the whole trial while she was testifying. And one of the reporters was saying they was unbothered, desensitized to all the stuff that they were showing that he had did to her. Now that, okay, so you got the two twin girls, right? You got the set of twins and you got that other daughter, right? All of them the same age. The girl that's not the twin, her mother was there. Can you imagine what she's been going through, what she's dealt with, but still gonna sit there? A lot of people say everybody gonna hang around till the money's gone. And one person said, if you condone it in any kind of way and turned your head, you're just as big of a monster as he is. What comment? Let me see. What comment, Joyce? You said good morning. I got the one you said good morning. Glad you slept well. Yes, ma'am. I got your comments. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, here you go. Oh, it was at the bottom. Joyce said, let me go back. Beauty Queen said, I'm so glad she got away from that monster a lot. Me too. Me too, Beauty. Me too. Joyce says, I think all of his skeletons are coming out of the girl. And then some. Okay? And then some. But can I be honest with you guys? I'm gonna be totally transparent and honest with you guys. Let me tell you something. When it's on YouTube, showed the whole video of her trying to leave the hotel, and when he came out and kicked her and pulled and hit her in the back of the head. That was the freak off. She was trying to leave the freak off, right? Let me tell y'all something. I was watching it and I said, Lord, why don't she have a KNI? Y'all can finish the rest. Why don't she have that? Because as soon as that black day would have hit me in the back, and she would have got away with it. She would have got away with it. Oh, and then I said, okay, So you want to drag me back? You want to? Okay. Is this what you want? All right. All right. I would have fixed him out. Whatever it was he was taking, I would have put 8 times more of it in it. I mean, we can always say what we would do if we wasn't there, but that's just what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, ladies, he got a Bible. Jesus, he got a Bible. My question was, did you have a Bible in the freak-offs? Did you? And y'all remember back years ago when he shot up that club and J-Lo and him was dating? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when he went to court? He came out, Lord Jesus, look, because he beat that. He came out of the courtroom. Sean took the fall for that. He came out the courtroom like this, holding up the Bible. And to be honest with you, I was rooting for him then because I thought he was innocent. Him and his mama, and she taking up for him. I don't know if this video get out, but if this video get out to any of his friends, I hope he rots in jail, underneath the jail. I really do. I really do, because he deserved anything he gets. You know, that's somebody's child. Joy says she should have had a okay automatic. Well, you with a hair trigger. Right? It don't take much with a hair trigger. Beauty Queen said the way he was kicking her in the head was very disturbing. Oh my God. And you know, let me say this, Beauty Queen. Do y'all remember Making the Band? And y'all remember the choreographer? Where's she at? He put his hands on her. And the guy from Belle Biv DeVoe hit her too. Sure did. Because she stood up to him when they had some type of rehearsal. She stood up to him, and honey, he put hands on her and made them turn the cameras off. I wonder where she at. I wish she would speak on him, but she has not resurfaced at all. Joyce said he has done a lot of wrong, but it's time to pay the piper. Come on now, EBB. Good morning, good morning, good morning, love. Okay, let's pay up. Mm-hmm. And okay, that part. Man, did y'all hear where Rob, that guy that's suing him too? He's like a producer or something, and said Diddy was like, I'm gonna put you on, but you gotta show up to these parties, and every time I tell you to take a shot, you gotta take a shot, right? And anytime I wanna, okay, feel on you, whatever, you gotta go with the flow. Honey, Rob said that he, every time Diddy told him to take a shot at one particular party, he took a shot. Honey, he woke up the next day and his posterior was sore. Let me tell you something. For Tupac and Biggie. Mm-hmm. Now, see, I don't know about Jay-Z. I don't know, but you know what? Birds of a feather flock together. Said that because Biggie was getting ready to leave, and people are so shysty. So my point is this: when you get to the point to where you're in a position, right, and you got all this money, but you're gonna gatekeep because you got all this money, and you're gonna make people do something crazy just to get through. People have said hurt people hurt people. And you know, he got fired for this one record company, and then this other company brought him on. Maybe they did that to him. It was like, listen, I'll put you on, but you're gonna have to take care of me, you know? You know what? EB, that's right, better feather flock together. Listen, I can't wait to read Albie's book. Honey, tried to take him out. Girl, why when this happened to Albie, I thought, I know it says Albie, right? Sure. But I thought it was his dad. He had aged so much. And do y'all know that lady? She's like a, if I can call her name, I can't call her name, but she does a lot of readings. Like she's like a medium, right? When I tell you guys, y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. She has blonde hair. Here's a YouTube channel. She has blonde hair. Last year, before all this stuff happened, I think she made a video in August, and she lives in California, honey. She was saying she was talking to Kim, right? And Kim was telling her that it was something that was put in her drink, and then she predicted. She said that Kim was telling her, "Oh, everything is going to come to light," and she said everything that was going to happen and when it was going to happen. Go look it up, and it happened just the way she said it was going to happen. And she said these are horrible people, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Girl, I'm gonna read this book too. How are you? I just had a thought. How are you gonna treat somebody else's daughter like that, and you got 3 daughters of your own? Cold. One person said his eyes turned black. That's a demon, ain't it? Harry Montana, Holy Hermosa. Good morning. People who Joyce says people who have lots of money do foolish things, and there are people who need money that would do good things. You are absolutely right. Blake said, did he have mental health? 100 Montel said, Espanol Paquito. Yes, Blake, I do believe that. And here's the thing. Let me get in the position. I wouldn't do that crazy shit. And then he didn't really pay people that much either. Espanol Paquito, speak English. Excuse me, I'm just saying, it just irritates me. It irritates me to the fullest. But guys, let's definitely keep Cassie in our prayers, because she's probably on the stand now as we speak. Lord, what do you got to do to get in the courtroom? That's what I want to know. Honey, I'm going to just be sitting there. Mm, 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 mm. Well, that's both black and white. Some of them think they're above the law, but I know black men that's got money that's not like that. He thought he was above the law. He said he was the richest ninja. I mean, the freest ninja out here. Okay, come on through here, Joyce. Play that mental card if you want to. Huh. He mental, all right. And it had to be something why you hate women like that. Why do you beat on women like that? What is it that your mother did or didn't do to you that'll make you like that? Beauty Queen, his mother knew about his behavior and did nothing, and co-signing on all of it with her little foolish looking self, all that hair. Woman, you 90 years old. You ain't got that much hair on your head. Looking foolish. And somebody needs, I wonder if anybody told him, look, you know you're going down, right? You know you're going down. You know it's about to be on and popping because you out of here. When he grew up, yes, she had to know he had a problem. They said his dad got killed when he was younger, and then his dad was like a dealer or something. I don't know, but it just irritates me. And again, I hope that Cassie is okay, and the other ones that this is, I hope everybody okay and everybody get their due justice. And honey, y'all think it was Meek Mill? I don't. I do. He's a sick individual. Sick. Good morning, Levi. How are you? I was just bending about the trial. From your lips to God's ears. He think he gonna take the people he invited or saw something go with him. Okay. Boom. Ugh. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. But the young lady said yesterday, honey, Diddy's team is scrambling. They scrambling. hmm Prosecutors is just the prosecutors are setting up uh, um, the ground level really good, and they did a really good job. I'm doing well, thank you. I had a flat tire yesterday, but I'm still doing great. Let me tell y'all something. At the beginning, the prosecutor says, yes, he did do the domestic violence thing. Yes, they had problems in their relationship, but we're not on trial for his domestic violence. But here's the thing. The prosecutor's like, no, you ain't on trial for domestic violence, but we're showing how He used his power, he used his status to bring in other people, to keep other people quiet. You use your status to fly people in, and people are afraid of you. Oh yeah, that's Rico, baby. I didn't know Rico ran so deep. Oh yeah, he out of here with the quickness. I think, but I wonder how they're gonna prove that. But I thought they had arrested somebody for Tupac. I thought they did. But you know, it runs so deep, money exchanging hands, people, you know. And then, girl, honey, Blake, Joyce, Nick, EBB. Who else on here? My girl, Beauty. Yes. Did y'all hear where he threatened Michael B. Jordan? Because they were at something, and him and Cassie and Blake. Cassie was flirting with Michael B. Jordan, right? They had a little innocent flirtation thing going on. Diddy found out about it and threatened Michael B. Jordan. I wonder if he gonna testify. I wonder what he gonna say. A whole lot of people's going down. Well, I mean, that's gonna come out the woodwork. Well, you know, no, he's not in it. He's not in it, Nick. What he is doing, what happened was, I don't know if they were, I forget where they were at, but Cassie and him was flirting with one another. Diddy found out about it, and then he called Michael B. Jordan and threatened him. Mm-hmm. It's, Levi says, thank you for coming, Levi. He says, I know I just joined, but I'm going to have to go to get ready to help my 8-year-old grandpa. Okay, all right. Well, you have a blessed day. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Oh, wow. It probably did. I wouldn't put it past this. I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't put it past him. But listen, guys, this is definitely my time. I so enjoyed talking to you guys and venting this morning. I know what you meant, sweetheart. Take care of him. J-Lo has been suspiciously quiet in all this. D has always been a shadier than. I love it, EBB. Mm, 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 mm. Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. I really enjoyed my coffee and conversation with you all and had a real talk this morning. Have a great day. Be amazing. And go check out my video I posted yesterday. Leave me a comment. Oh, Joyce, I'm so proud of you, Joyce. There are a lot of people who has a lot of dirt on him, and now it's their time to let it all hang up. Listen, and this is what I heard yesterday, that when you sign an NDA, you can't talk, but the NDA ran out. That's why a lot of people talking. I was wondering why is everybody coming forth now? Well, the NDA done ran out. And my question is this too. If you're in an NDA, if you sign an NDA, right, and you see some criminal activity going on with the person that you signed the NDA with, can you tell it? You should be able to tell it, right? That should override that, right? Because, honey, they be suing the hell out of me because I be, so what? Whew. And let me tell you something. Cassie, shout out to her friends too. They said this yesterday, that he had called her one time and she didn't pick up the phone, and he came over to her apartment and came busted in there and started beating on her. And honey, her two friends, they jumped on him to keep him from beating on her. He hit them too, but they was helping their friend. Listen, I'm that friend. I'm that friend. What? Yeah, I ain't gonna just talk about it. You hit my friend. Oh, we both fighting you. Oh, I think in fair court anyway. George, you have a good day too, and you stay blessed. Oh, okay, it overrides it. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But I'm still curious about that baby, that second daughter's the little light skinned daughter, mama. Because she was working with him at one point, and then they had a relationship, and that's how she got pregnant with her. Because her, I wonder why she just sitting there like quiet, ain't saying nothing, don't even show no reactions or nothing. Well, you just as much blame as he is. Shit, you knew what was going on. And they said, did he use that girl as a rag doll, punching bag? Mm, Listen, guys, y'all have a great day. I got to get out here. I got a client at 9:30. I'll talk to y'all later. Don't forget to watch my video I posted yesterday. All right, three lessons I learned. Listen, it ain't over at 50. It ain't over at 45. Y'all have a great day. And leave a comment. I appreciate you.